Okay, I'm back with another Ratchet review of the Anti Podcast, episode 4 on Zeus. And I guess today, well, the day that I was watching it, was about DARIUS MCRARY. He was from Family Matters. He was Eddie Winslow. And I used to watch that show all the time. So a lot of people now might not know who he is, but they might know who he is from movies and supposedly dating Sydney Star, who is a transgender reality star. She might be doing other stuff as well, but I know her from reality TV, like from Baddies and other things as well. I'm really not sure what else she was on, but I know she's going to be on The Girls on Tronics, which is Ray J's network or whatever. Anyway, back to the Auntie podcast. Okay, so I just kind of like fast forward through it a little bit because it wasn't that exciting to me because, I didn't know all the stuff that he was going through. I don't keep up with him too much, but I guess, he's done a lot of stuff. But let me start with the beginning of their little anti-podcast, which I like to go over what they look like mostly. I don't know if that's usually what I start out with, but that's what I'm going to start doing is starting out with how they look. Okay. I like to review what they look like. Okay, Tokyo Toni, she still has that damn red lipstick, which is fine. That might be her thing, just like the Taylor Swift. They like the red lipstick, which is fine. Rock it if you like it, which I think she should just switch it up a little bit. But yeah, it looks good on her. I did not like her wig. I didn't, or weave, or whatever the hell she has in her hair. Maybe it's hers. I doubt it. But I do not like it. I didn't like how it was sitting at the ends. I did not like it. And I kind of think that her, her makeup to me was a little light. I don't know if it was the lighting was too light, but her makeup to me looked a little pale on her. Like it was just a little light. Maybe it was just me. But I liked her outfit. She had on like this red outfit and some red bottoms and like these nice like black fishnet looking things. It was a cute outfit. So she looked cute though, the rest of her. And then Tia Kemp to me always looks cute. Like she always looks really, really pretty. But her teeth really be distracting me, especially when she does her little tongue thing. But to me, Tia is very pretty. Like she's, to me, naturally pretty. And she always wears like a neutral, natural makeup kind of thing. And she looks really pretty to me. And then Carlissa, even though Tokyo Toni be always making fun of what she's wearing. But this time she had like a long wig on and like some natural makeup. And she had on some shiny, Tokyo Toni kept saying some shiny Beyonce Renaissance jacket thing going on. And DARIUS MCRARY said it reminded him of like Prince. But the jacket was okay. But I liked her little bustier outfit. I thought it was cute. It was a little jumpsuit kind of thing. But anyway, she had some red bottoms on too. And I think Tia Kemp did too. I don't know. They all looked pretty good. But like I said, Tokyo Toni's face makeup looked a little light to me. I don't know. It could have been the lighting. Anyway, back to the guest, DARIUS MCRARY. He was just on here talking about, the stuff that he's been up to. And one thing, I don't know if they told them not to mention it, but they didn't directly mention Sydney Star about the stuff that was going on OnlyFans or wherever it was that he supposedly was hooking up with her or dating her. But he said somewhere that they were just friends. Maybe it was on here. I don't know. But he said that he would date whoever, sleep with whoever, do whatever. But I think he said he would not sleep with transgender. So I don't know if he said that he was just friends with her or would not date her. I think he said he would date, but he was saying he wasn't dating her, but it looked like they were dating to me. And he was talking about how he's married 4.5 times or 3.5 times, 4.5 times. That's a long time. And he was talking about his kids a little bit, this and that. But maybe he wasn't talking about them too much. But to me, this episode was like a little boring to me. So I kind of skimmed through it. I didn't watch too much of it. I mean, I watched the whole thing, but I skimmed through it. So directly, they didn't ask him about Sydney Star, but they went around and asked, basically, would he date this? Would he date that? And he was like, yeah, I would date, this and that. And then Tokyo Toni was saying, Carlissa and Tia be saying that she's instead of saying hermaphrodite, which is meaning that you have a vagina and a penis, she said a hermaphrodite. I don't think she's a Power Ranger. Okay, a hermaphrodite sounds like a Power Ranger. It's hermaphrodite. That's why I was laughing so hard. I'm like, it's a hermaphrodite, not a hermaphrodite. And I was sitting there like, oh my God, everybody has their own kind of language. I was laughing so hard. I was like, oh my God. But like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time out here because it was a little boring. But what I did like about Darius is that Tia was making fun of him saying, I don't like your vernacular. I don't like the way you talk. You're not hood enough. And he was like, well, what do you mean? And she was like, I want you to be hood. I want you to sound hood. And he was like, watch one of my movies. I'm not going to do that for you. Watch one of my movies. That's just not how he talks. Like, she was like, you're a little square. So Tokyo Tony was like, yeah, you talk square. And I was thinking that too, but he's just very he seems very intelligent. I think he was very kind of naturally funny. And he has kind of almost, you could tell he seems like more of a theatrical Broadway actor, the way that his voice is to me, the way that he was talking. So I think he would be good on something like that, something like on Broadway, or maybe, something like Broadway, or something more like in plays, more theatrical. Because I've seen a couple of his movies. Well, I saw a really dumb movie and he wasn't that great in it, but it was a dumb movie. So it probably had nothing to do with him. But I mean, he was in a lot of other stuff that I guess I really didn't know he was in, because I guess I'm so used to seeing him in Family Matters. But he seems like he'd be a good actor. And then they kept on saying, you keep making jokes about cocaine and this and that. You must really be, Tia kept saying, no, you keep joking too much about cocaine. But I joke about that stuff at work too. Like me and a girl I know and a guy at work, we'd be like, oh, we need a little bump. We need a little bump to get through this day. We be joking. Like, people joke about that. It's not like they're really doing it. It's not like we're Jocelyn Hernandez, the Puerto Rican princess, and she'll come out and be like, I love the cocaine. I love the white girl. I love the white girl. See, I love me some Jocelyn Hernandez. She be cracking me the hell up. I do not care. I have a shirt with her mugshot on it. She cracks me up because to me she's real. She will tell you. So he was joking, and even if he wasn't, who cares? But I thought that was funny. So the whole episode was just kind of mild. They were asking some good questions. They were kind of going around to little things, talking about his child support issues or whatever that he really didn't want to talk about. Maybe there was a gag order. I don't know. But I don't really know. Like I said, I don't know that much about him. That's why this episode, to me, I just kind of fast forward through. It's a little boring to me. A lot of people might have liked it more if they know him more. But like I said, their styles were looking cute. He looked cute. I mean, he's a handsome man. I'm not that big of a fan of his. Like I said, I don't know too much about his marriages. And they kept saying some girl named Superhead. I guess she was like a video vixen, celebrity vixen, Kareen, something like that. I don't know any of his wives, but I've seen some of his kids when I looked them up. They're so cute. But anyway, but yeah, he seems very intelligent. He was talking about going on some comedy thing with Faison, Big Worm. He was talking about a whole bunch of things, but to me, he was naturally funny, and I liked the way he talked. I mean, it was, he does kind of sound square, but, I thought he was funny. But overall, I mean, it was an all right, kind of podcast, kind of episode. I mean, it wasn't as interesting as some, but it was normal. I mean, yeah, so that was it for me. Until the next one. I think the next episode, I didn't catch who the girl was. Let me see if I can look through here real quick, because I'm on a pause right here when I was going through. Let me see who the girl is, because it's a girl and I know her face. Let me see. I'm fast forwarding through it right now. Okay, they're giving each other advice. Give me some advice. Give me some advice. Tokyo Tony probably had the best advice. Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about what people say. Let me see. Okay, who's this girl? She's pretty. Who is this girl? She's going to be on the next episode. Okay, this is the end. Tokyo Tony really liked him. They're all giving him hugs. Okay, I kind of don't like that dress that Tia has on. It looks like she's going to church a little bit. Who's on the next podcast? Next time. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Okay, I don't know who that is. I'm going to have to look it up. I know her face, but I can't think of her name. So hold on a second. Let me look it up. Okay, well, I can't think of who the girl is that's going to be on next, but she's pretty and she looks familiar. So I will see you next time, probably next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, more than likely Wednesday. I will see you on Alex Adams Values for more Ratchet reviews of the Anti-Podcast.